this is our team, our term project presentation for Group 13. My name is Sabrina Buckholdt, and I'll be presenting with Antonio and Farhan. Our mission is to provide our customers with good and timely service through their use of a CRM system, which keeps track of their information, integrates into our communication methods, and creates real-time reports. So we use various documents through the semester. First one we created was a systems requirement document. For this document, I thought about and reflected on what my company does and how I should use the system. I use this to write what the scope is, what the business context is, and what they're for the CRM system. Project charter, I thought more in detail about the company and its stakeholders. In addition to this, I reviewed my requirements document and expanded upon it, helped me craft what the success criteria should be, how stakeholders will be affected by this, and what assumptions were made about the project. Then I worked on the vendor solution document. For this, I found and researched 3 different. Then I created a table, listed all the requirements for the project, and put check marks next to each requirement that the vendors met. I use this table to visually compare all the vendors to decide one met the requirements best. The more documents we made were the data flow diagrams. For this, I first reflected on how data flowed through the system currently, and then how it should flow through the system after the CRM is in place. From this, I made a couple of sketches and then finalized it in MS Visio. Then we worked on the legacy systems document. We were given 2 questions. I first read chapter 11 and used what I learned to answer those questions. Then we worked on the resource list in MS Project. Listed out tasks to each. I then came up with appropriate durations for each. I listed out all the requirement resources and assigned them to each task. Finally, we made the WBS in Microsoft Project. For this, I first studied what a WBS document is, then I listed all of the major tasks required to complete the term project, and afterwards I went back and added all the subtasks. It took a lot of thought to make sure that no necessary steps were missing.
Concepts learned. Planning is a concept that I learned that applies to the initiation of a project in which questions such as what must be done, who will do it, how will it be done, when will it be done, and how much it will cost must be answered. Consequences of not planning for simple to even the most complex of projects could also include roles and responsibilities are not defined properly, parties involved do not have a clear and shared understanding of the activities and deliverables involved, dependencies both between activities and on third parties outside of the project are not explored and can lead to difficulties during project execution. Also, without a project plan, monitoring and controlling is not possible. Another concept learned was monitoring and controlling change, which is an important concept because it is a part of the project management process, and its main objective is to ensure everyone is on the same page about deadlines, responsibilities, and stakeholders. One can effectively control and monitor changes to their project by logging initial change control information, determine if the change should be processed, submit recommendations to the management and/or the customer for review or approval, update the project plan, distribute the updated plan, monitor change and track progress against the revised plan. Scope creep is a concept learned that can be harmful to the overall success of the project because it is essentially uncontrolled changes or continuous growth in the project scope. A CPM should be used in order to define the critical path of a project, which is the longest path through a project network. All activities on a critical path must be completed as scheduled, or the end date will begin to slip one day for each day a critical activity is delayed. This further aids the prioritization of activities necessary in order to complete the project. A WBS, a work breakdown schedule, is a tool that should be used in order to ensure that our project management and team members to abide by the general rule that you should never plan or schedule in more detail than you can manage. The project plan is used to define the parameters of actions necessary to define, integrate, and organize the multitude of planning activities. Included in the project plan, one should find the problem statement, including why the project is being sponsored, the project mission statement, which directly informs what the project aims to accomplish, project work requirements, which includes a list of all deliverables, exit criteria, which determines how and if a certain milestone of the project is deemed complete. The plan includes a work breakdown structure, which identifies all of the tasks that must be performed in order to achieve project objectives. Tools that I used in order to provide answers to the client include Microsoft Word, Microsoft Project, and Microsoft Visio.
Hello, my name is Farhan. So some of the other documentation tools that could be used in order to mitigate risk. One's called HP PPM. This tool can be used for task distribution, accountabilities, and this is used for managers and leads. Jira is another tool that's used for defect tracking, and also creates tasks as well for developers and QA. And we have HP ALM, which is Application Life Management Cycle. This is a testing tool that provides documentation and used by the QA members and the UAT members. Now, for the question on how will you as a project manager acquire successful product for the end user? Basically, we'll just need to focus on the WBS, the work breakdown structures. We need to make sure that we identify activities and tasks for all the work that needs to be done. Implement team communications to ensure that all tasks are properly communicated between the teams. Any scope changes that are coming from the key stakeholders will need to be disseminated at the lowest level of the team structure, just to make sure that everybody has the same information. Take a risk-based approach with risk management to ensure that all appropriate risks are mitigated before the end users receive the application or software. Which includes also parts of the risk management includes customer feedbacks and looking for issues that are already happening in the production environment. Clear scopes of items. Highlighted sections may also have that have highest risks, and also create a mitigation plan that everybody can agree on with the key stakeholders as well. And review risk logs on a regular basis. Some other solutions would be to develop clear and concise project plans with detailed time schedules to ensure that we have a estimated cost of each task, and also consider how much time exactly the resources will be devoted to this project. Also focus on realistic time rather than trying to deliver a software that is not either fully complete or just full of bugs. And develop a critical path as well, which is an outline of the critical areas for the project.
Now, answering the question for if I would consider being a project manager, I've said I will. I've been in managerial positions in the past, and I've really enjoyed the work. I also have an easy time conversing with people and working with office politics to find what needs to be done for a project to be successful. And I also enjoyed what I learned in this class.
To follow up and answer the question, I might also consider being a project manager in the future for the following reasons. Attaining a PMP certification is highly valued in today's job market. Project managers thus make a decent living. And I believe that I now understand what project management is essentially about and will be eager to apply the concepts and technical skills learned in this class to a real project in the future.
I actually will consider definitely to be a project manager in the future because, like me, I'm currently working as a quality assurance engineer. So I understand what needs to be part of the SDLC program. And definitely this class has given me the insights on what exactly needs to happen for me to advance my career as a project manager role. And that would actually conclude our presentations. Appreciate for watching this.